We are now recording. We will be recording the entire session, and we will be distributing the recording for free. So if for some reason a friend can't make it, if you get cut off, if you have to leave, we will have this recording for you for free. Naseema will have a copy as well. And so you'll have it. It'll be fine. As you see, there is a chat function for those of you who have never been here before. There's a chat function. The way that it's been in HellaHelpful is that it's really popping really fast. So know that everything goes very, very quickly. If you want to be saying something to everybody in the chat, make sure that where it says to, where you type your message, it says either everybody or all panelists and attendees. It should say something like everybody so that everyone can see it. But you also have the option to just chat right to me or just to us panelists. That's us. Yeah, and then if you have questions, please do not put them in the chat. The chat, as I said, it's very, 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 very poppin'. And so put all of your questions in the Q&A function, which is just a couple buttons over from the chat. And, he said, ain't nobody hashtag hella shy. This is not the time to be hella shy.
No.
Your camera's not even on, your audio's not on. Like, this is a safe space, obviously.
Yes.
There will be a few polls in this presentation, spoiler alert, and the polls button is on the bottom as well, but we'll let you know when to take those polls. Sure. Other than that, I need to tell you all about my friend Naseema. Okay, ready? Naseema. Naseema is the founder of Financially Intentional, and if you don't follow her on IG already, I feel sad for you. I feel sorry. Take your phone now and follow her. Not just because she makes fantastic content, but because we've got some giveaways going on for the session, and you're going to want to be following her for that. So what she talks about in general is how to take control of your finances to overcome bankruptcy, divorce, break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, break that cycle for other generations. And so she shares all these lessons along her path to help others find their path to financial freedom and financial independence. If you feel that message, please give me a fuck yeah or a hell yeah if you want to keep it cute for the kids. I apologize if you have children around you. This is really not a safe for work kind of conference. Thank you.
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Perfect.
All the love.
So outside of being the founder and the leader and the head of Financially Intentional, Naseema is a mother, pause for the honor of that, and a labor and delivery nurse. So she's a mother who helps other people become mothers. And then in her free time, she creates Financially Intentional. So she has been making six figures for years, but she struggled with money as well, because more money does not mean more financial literacy. And we know that for a fact. So finally, she realized that she couldn't out-earn her financial ignorance. Her words, not mine. I love that phrase so much. And so she shifted her mindset around money, became more consistent with her money and more intentional, wink, wink. And she has paid off, are you listening? She's paid off $1 million in debt, because it is not cheap to become a labor and delivery nurse, party people. She's paid off $1 million in debt and grew a six-figure net worth in 3 years without living in deprivation. So you could not be talking to a better person in terms of debt payoff. And so I am going to do what I do and become the faceless Wizard of Oz. I'm going to make Naseema the spotlight video, and I'm going to let her take it away. Go for it, Naseema.
All right. Thank you for that lovely introduction, Berna. You're awesome. All right, so what up, y'all? Hey. Nurses unite. All the nurses in the house say, hey. So not only am I the founder of Financially Intentional, we'll get to that. Actually, I have a slide on that, but I have another platform just for you nurses. So I want to start off, by saying, this is not just a debt talk. You probably came here to talk about debt, but we're not really going to talk about debt, because we're going to talk about just money and how you should be living overall. And like, when it comes to debt, I find that there's like two camps anyway. People that are just like, I got hella debt. And then a camp of people that are just like, everybody's in debt. And I was kind of the latter, like, everybody's in debt. So, let's just share really quickly, like, what is one money goal you guys really want to achieve? What's one thing that if you could snap your finger, you would want that to happen for you right now? Let's see. Pay my loans back. Oh, credit card. Woo, 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 woo. Y'all is coming with it in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I can't even keep up. Okay, but I see hella loans and hella debt. And yes, we're going to talk about that. But like this time right now is the best time to have debt. I mean, it sounds kind of facetious, but it's the best time to have debt. And we're going to talk about that. We can talk about buying a house too, if you want to. Remind me in the chat, in the question and answer. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Dr. O. Oh, I love it. All right, you guys. Again, I'm Naseema. I'm that nurse that was featured in Forbes last year. How the heck does a nurse get featured in Forbes? Well, like Berna said, I paid off $1 million in debt in 2017 and grew a multiple six-figure net worth in a matter of 3 years. All right. And you know what? It wasn't just all straightforward. It wasn't all just, I just had hella money and I just sprinkled it. I was going through a divorce. I went from being a single mom to being in an abusive marriage to getting a divorce to having to pay to get out of an abusive marriage. So, just so you know, it wasn't just like, oh, she's hella rich, so she just paying off her debt. No, I'm not. I just now know what to do with my money, and that's why I share it with you. All right. So, again, this is my family. So, I have two beautiful girls. This is Naima. This is my daughter that's turning 6. This is Aya, who's 15 months. That's my partner, Steve. He's super supportive, the best. And I am the creator of Financially Intentional, and I started Financially Intentional while I was paying off my debt, just as a way to share as I was learning the tips and tricks as I was just going through things. No, I don't know everything, but what I do, I always share. I was always taught each one, teach one. When you come up, you give something back. And so that's what that platform started as. And now I have another platform called Nurses on Fire. I am the face of personal finance for nurses. Yes, I am claiming that, where I teach nurses about financial independence. So can anybody tell me what the acronym FIRE stands for? Quick. What does FIRE stand for? Yes. Okay, y'all coming with it. Y'all know financially independent, retire early. So that's what my platform Nurses on Fire does, is that I feel like nurses have super duper, they have access to a whole bunch of resources that can accelerate their path to financial freedom. And I'm here to show them how, and to share other stories, share stories of other nurses that are out here doing big things with money. So that's what it's all about. All right, Naima, come here. So today is my daughter's 6th birthday, and I don't know. You can put your screen back on, Berna. I am going to let Naima hear. But if you guys can shout out my baby girl on her birthday,
Okay,
because
time.
yes, because I'm here. Look at all that. Look at all those happy birthdays.
Happy birthday.
Look at all those happy birthdays.
Do you see all these people? There's 200 people here and they're all saying happy birthday to you.
You see all those happy birthdays? What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. How do you feel? How's your birthday so far?
How's your birthday so far?
Good.
Good.
Hold on, right?
Are you excited to be spending your birthday with your mom? Your mom is so cool. Are you excited to be spending your birthday with your super cool mom? She has 200 of her biggest fans on the internet right now watching you guys in a non-creepy way.
How do you feel about that? Naima?
Good.
What do you want for your, what are you wishing for? Oh yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
You're
what do you
welcome.
feel about mommy always talking about money?
Does your mom talk about money a lot?
No.
Not enough then, huh?
What do you know about money?
We can spend money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are you supposed to spend all your money?
No.
What are you supposed to do?
Save some.
Yes.
What are you saving for?
Boys.
What is it? Toys?
Toys.
You know what? That's an appropriate financial goal for a 6-year-old. Yes. Happy birthday. Bye. Oh my God. That was the most precious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah. Okay. I also thought she said boys. Someone in the chat said I thought she said boys. I was like,
Well, she did get kicked out of summer school for kissing a boy.
oh.
Well, actually, it was for grabbing his booty.
Oh.
We're not going to talk about that.
I need to lay down. Look at the chat right now. The tea on Snapchat. Oh my God.
Live.
Let me spotlight. I need to go lay down. I'm going to spotlight video you again. Oh my God. That was so beautiful.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you so much for your help with that.
Okay. Thank you guys for helping me celebrate my baby's birthday. All right. It's time to get more interactive. We're going to the polls, y'all. It's poll time. What y'all know about the poll? Okay, Berna, you tried to sneak away, but it's your turn again.
I'm crying. Wait, where's my video? I'm crying. I'm crying at all your little dances. This is like, I feel like the workshops are just getting more and more and more interactive, and like I'm like sweating. There's so much happening. Okay, it is poll time. Now, looking for the polls. The poll section is, I got you people in the chat. If you float your mouse down to the bottom underneath the presentation, you'll see a bar pop up and it says a bunch of stuff. Mute, stop video, blah, blah, blah. I'm not exactly sure what's on your guys' bar versus mine, but there should be a button that says poll. Oh, actually here, launch polling. Tell me if you can see the poll, if it came up. Can you see it? We can. Okay, we can.
Yay.
Yes. So do you want them, Naseema, to take the first question or all the questions?
Take them all. Take them all.
Take all the questions. Okay. Oh, hey, are you watching it?
Yes.
Coming up.
So cool.
This is so cool.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, those of you, the attendees, can you see the numbers popping up and like, can you see she said, this is so fancy. Oh, they can't see. Okay, they can't see what the polls look like. Really? That's kind of whack.
No, the attendees can't see the poll, not the numbers. They can just see the polls. I think that's how it always works.
Okay.
I'm not sure though.
That makes sense. We can share once someone just said, fuck my student loans. I mean, true. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, tell me how you really feel.
Danielle Brown says that we can see the poll after we close it out. Okay, so let's just go over the questions real quick. How much debt do you have? How much debt do you have? Let's be honest here. Again, this is anonymous. I can't see what you're putting. You could be lying, but please don't. It doesn't make any sense. How much debt do you have? Well, actually, it's kind of cool that no one yet has answered. Honestly, I don't know. But if that is your answer, don't be afraid.
Just put it there. If you ain't added your stuff up yet, because
totally fine. Yes, exactly. Like I was in that place for many years. I was like, I don't know, a lot. Just a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the number is, but I know the feeling, which is crushing. That's pretty much what I knew. Second question,
I don't count home loans, really. Sorry for the.
Oh, smart. Yeah, that makes sense because then everyone would be over 100K.
Yeah.
Unless, well, especially in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Okay. The second question is, what's your biggest debt? Your fattest, PHAT, fattest debt. Looks like most people are saying student loans. Yeah, we're seeing on this side, 59% of folks are saying student loans, followed by credit cards, car loans, and then also a small percentage of people, 3%, are saying that they're debt free. Yes.
Nabby, you better stop emailing me. That's hella funny.
Christine said, I'm so salty. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And then the last question is, what kind of work do you do? So we have 66% of folks saying that they have a traditional 9 to 5 with benefits. We have 21% of people saying that they are freelance/contract workers. Shout out to freelance and contract workers. 3% of folks are saying sharing/gig. You might be Uber, might be DoorDash, any kind of services. And then 10% of folks are saying that they're a student, which makes me so happy. Now,
I just asked that not because I'm trying to be judgmental. It's because I just wanted to make sure that everything that I say was applicable to you guys. So just making sure, because if I'm talking about 401ks and everybody like, I ain't got no 401k. Why are you talking about that?
I'm going to see my way out of the Zoom chat.
Right. And you know what? Yes. And those that lost your jobs too, you matter too. And we're going to talk about that in the presentation.
Yes. Thank you so much, Holly. Should I end the polling so we could all see the polls?
Yeah, in the polls.
There we go. And I'm going to say share results. There we go.
Okay.
So now we can all see. Can you see it, Naseema?
Yeah.
So we got majority of folks, so well, 38%, not majority, but 38% have less than 25K of debt, almost there. I see that as like almost there, you're
Yes.
almost there.
Yes.
Most of us
Yes.
have student loans, most of us have a traditional 9 to 5. Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Someone's like,
all right.
technology is amazing. All right, I'm gonna stop to share results. And I'm gonna kick
Thank
it
you guys.
back to you.
Yes. Thank you guys for participating in the poll. That was great. So how the heck does somebody have $1 million in debt? Like, halfway? Like, how does that happen? I know when I was talking about it, I saw Hella like, what the jaw drop? Like, what? Yeah. So how did I get $1 million in debt? So I have, drum roll, an undergrad degree and 2 master's degrees, 2 master's degrees. I got hella degrees. Doesn't mean that I'm really smart. Just means that I have a lot of debt, obviously, duh. A house in the Bay Area, you know, that. And so that's how I had over $1 million in debt. So it was over $200,000 in debt for student loans alone, because I didn't know no better. So that is how somebody gets $1 million in debt. All right. So does that make sense? Like my house that I bought in the Bay Area, I bought it for $620, which was cheap because I moved to the suburbs and I was able to sell it to pay off the very last of my debt when I got down to about $50,000 for about $730. So yes. That's what it's like in the Bay Area. Now I live in the hood adjacent, 1 block up from where they be popping. And my house is worth well over $700,000 to be in the hood. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Guess what time it is, Berna?
It's giveaway time. Which was a faster way for me to stop being weirdo, like Wizard of Oz inside over here. Is this you making it rain, or is this you being Oprah?
It's me giving everybody a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Nobody's getting a car today, but they will be getting a cash prize. Okay, so we are doing 4 giveaways throughout this entire class, right? 4 giveaways and a grand prize, which is going to be a surprise.
And a grand prize.
A grand prize. Each of these giveaways are going to be how much, Naseema?
$50.
$50 straight from Naseema's pockets.
Yeah, I'm paying y'all straight out of my bank account. Straight out of the bank account.
Like,
yeah.
Are we all not so blessed to be in this session right now? So
$50 make you holler.
Anything helps. Anything helps in this day, in this economy. Anything helps. So what you need to do to enter this giveaway, it's the same rules as it's been throughout the rest of this week. We're going to change it up a little bit later, but for now, if you've seen the webinars this week, you know what to do. You should be following Financially Intentional. I'm going to write it out here. Financially Intentional. You have to be following Financially Intentional. You have to post something to your IG story right now and tag Financially Intentional. Okay, we're gonna give you like a minute and a half.
Ooh,
don't try to get fancy. Yes, don't try to get fancy. No template. Just post maybe like your perspective, front facing camera if you're brave. Like double chin situation over here. Doesn't matter. As long as you are following Naseema, you tag Financially Intentional, she's going to refresh her mentions and randomly pick somebody to receive this $50. Now I want to see, I've been loving seeing, like, I'm gonna keep talking, by the way, because I love to talk while you guys are doing this. I've been seeing people's, like, they're set up with like their little cat butt sticking out of the side of the laptop. I've been seeing somebody like, yesterday during our yoga class, somebody was doing a yoga class and I think a yoga class and studying for something at the same time. There was another person who was doing somebody else's yoga class plus the investing workshop in 2 different screens. I was like, yeah, it just nothing gives me so more joy for some reason this week than like physical proof that you guys are watching this. I don't know. I feel like somebody could just be pulling a giant prank on me with all the amazing people in the chat saying nice things. I really don't know. But when I see physical evidence of you guys being like, no, look, there you are, Berna, in my bathroom. I'm like, thank you. Question is post on story or profile? Post on story. It's going to go
Post
a lot
on story.
faster.
Post on story.
Post on story. Okay, what do you think? Like another 30 seconds?
Woo.
She's like, I'm on mission.
Yeah. Woo. I see you. So you have to be following me.
Yes, you have
And
to be
I
following
know
her.
who T
And then
is.
posting on story will give you like 10 more seconds to post on story. Hit post, make sure it loads, refresh that, get off the Wi-Fi, whatever you got to do to make this thing work, because you're about to get this $50. Okay, Naseema, what do you think?
All right, let's go.
Do it. Refresh. Pick.
Oh, this is so cute.
Who is it?
Fit Life with Anya.
Fit Life with Anya. Is it all one word?
Fit Life _ with Anya.
Fit Life _ with Anya. Yes.
Yay.
This is our first winner. Our first winner of a $50 giveaway. There will be 3 more giveaways. Yes. Oh, Anya, you've been in so many of the webinars so far. I've seen your name a lot, so this is so exciting. Someone said, Asha said my phone is so slow. Don't worry. If you attempted to post just now, you will count for the next giveaway.
Yes,
okay.
You will. Yes, you will.
She's going to keep on refreshing. And Naseema, what should Anya do to get in touch with you? DM you?
Just DM me.
Okay.
DM me. Yeah.
DM her at Financially Intentional. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right, y'all.
Fire it up.
All right.
Let me spotlight you one more time. Here.
All right. So let's go. Let's talk about what we will learn today. So what we'll be learning is the most important things you can do right now about your money, about the situation, about all the stuff that's going on, okay? Then we'll learn, how to manage your money during troubling times, because you can best believe if you live long enough, this is not going to be the only downturn you see, and you probably already lived through at least one. All right, and then we're going to talk about preparing for opportunities, and then after that, we're going to be talking about debt, like what debt do I have? Yeah, we're going to talk about that, because actually that's like the whole reason for this, right? So again, let's go through a little bit of background. So before we dig in, let me just share a little bit more about me, so you know what I'm all about. So this is not my first recession, y'all. Or we're not really officially calling it a recession, but kind of like economic downturn. So in 2014, I thought I was balling. I was 25 years old. I had 5 houses. I was out here doing big things. In the market crash, I lost my houses to 2 foreclosures, 2 short sales, and ultimately had to file bankruptcy. And yeah, I have been able to recover from that, but it took me a minute. So in 2017 or 2015, when I started on this journey of the financially intentional stuff, I had over $200,000 in student loan debts. And I highlight this, if you guys want to pinch, if you're on your phone, you want to see these little numbers, you can just pinch it and look up. And this circled here, and these pink circles are actually how much was going to the principal of the payment. So you see right here, I made a $2,000 payment. $141 of that was going to the principal of my student loan payments. And so I was super tired of paying Sally Mae, like me and her was funking. I really was not feeling her. And then another financial mistake was I let fear keep me from investing. Yes, scared money don't make no money, you guys. The only way to build true wealth is to invest. And because even during my debt pay down, I should have been doing a better job in investing. And because I didn't, I could have saved over $80,000. And so that's a big mistake that I made. Okay. So scared money don't make money, y'all. All right. But it took me a long time to get over these financial mistakes. But when I did, I was able to pay off nearly $1 million in debt. So I paid off the $1 million in debt in about 2.5 years, and was able to build a 6-figure net worth in the other remainder of those 3 years. All right. Yes. Let that be a mantra. Okay. Scared money don't make money. I need to make hood affirmations. Okay. Because that's how I listen. Like when I hear these affirmations, typically I'll be like, It really don't really sound like me, so don't really sound like me, so I can't really like get with it. But scared money don't make no money. My other favorite one is if you ain't ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's my favorite one. So, these are things that I should be saying because I believe those. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Trademark that. Hood affirmations. Okay. So this is all the debt, my house at that point in time, student loans, condo. Oh yeah, I bought a Tesla. I did. I have one. Yes, I do. Loans for my down payment in my car, stuff for my, can we get this slide? Oh yeah. It's on my IG, girl. Just scroll hella far back. It's in my IG. But you're going to get these slides. Yes, you're going to get all the slides. Okay. So yeah, that's my debt. All right. When she says hello. You're so silly. All right. Guess what we're doing again? It's time for another giveaway.
Oh my God. We're making it rain today. Okay, let me get back in. I wish there was a faster way for me to not be creepy wizard.
Okay. Quick thing, like I have a reminder on my phone, and this is just something that I do. Like just tell myself, I'm kind of like woo woo. If you guys can't tell, you probably can't tell, but I'm like really into the woo. And so a reminder just came up on my phone to say, well, success, and just believe that. So I want you all to say together with me, well, success, and just feel that. Don't say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, success.
And success. Wealth and success.
Wealth and success.
That's it. And then just make that part of who you are. Say it like 4 times a day. I have a reminder on my phone to say it 4 times a day. And so that just came.
Well, really, it just pops up on your phone and you just stop and you're like,
success.
Oh, I love that so much. That's so brilliant. And none of us have an excuse anymore because a lot of us are working from home and nobody's watching you. Like, you're not going to stop in the middle of
it comes up, I have Apple stuff. So it comes up on my watch. I can be like, all right, done. It's just a reminder. I've done that. Well,
so when you're doing your shifts as a labor and delivery nurse, you'll just be like, wealth, success.
If I'm not in full PPE, if I'm not all the way head to toe decked out,
Yes, you're just whispering it to yourself behind your mask. Well, success. Perfect. Did everybody say wealth and success?
Yes.
Good. I'm seeing it in the chat. It is giveaway time part 2. So this second part, we're going to do the same thing. You should be sharing on your IG story. So step 1, follow Naseema at Financially Intentional. Step 2, post to your IG story and tag at Financially Intentional. Tag Naseema. For those of you who already posted, your mention counts, so you don't have to stress about posting again. This is especially for those of you who are like, my phone's slow, help me, Jesus. So let it load. Hopefully it's loaded at this point. The Wi-Fi has caught up to your life at this point, and let it load. Or you can just, the more submissions that you have up in the mix, the better, honestly, because she's starting at the beginning of her mentions and going all the way back forward again. So, I mean, I wish we had more time to give creative points, you know what I mean? Of like, what's a weird place that you're watching this this workshop? Actually, if any of you are like watching the workshop in a place that's not just like, oh, I'm sitting in my living room, I'd love to hear where you're watching this workshop. Some people have been in the can, like literally on the toilet, in the bathroom. Some people are like in the middle of cleaning. Some people, I don't know what people are doing out there, but I loved, someone says literally in my closet. On the treadmill, backyard with my dog. Okay, there's 2 people watching in the closet. Wait, 3 people watching in the closet? Guys, why are you in your closet? Why are you in your closet, guys? What, 3 at least. 3 at least. In the room in the dark with 3 screens on. Sometimes you gotta get away. I hate you, Jolie.
Oh my God.
Why are y'all in the closet? It's the only quiet place. Here's the thing. For those of us who live with family or have relocated to go be with family, trying to get alone time while you're working from home or you're trying to watch a webinar is very difficult. It's very difficult. Someone said Harry Potter, y'all. For real. Covered on the stairs kind of situation.
Oh, I forgot my Harry Potter gear. I meant to put my Harry Potter gear and then I forgot.
Oh,
I'm so
right.
bad.
Right,
I'm so
right,
bad. It's because I
right.
had another podcast before this, so I was trying to look, somewhat
Oh.
decent.
Because
Oh
I just had all these press
man.
opportunities before. I just had all these things to do for Harry Potter.
Sorry,
No, but
guys.
true. We'll do another.
All
Like,
right.
I want to figure out a way to do like smaller sessions so we can all be on video and then we can all have a dress code.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun? Because
Yes.
there was a dress code at
VIP.
first.
VIP.
Everything. Did you guys know that we're in the club? Did you guys know that? Everywhere you go with Naseema, you're in the club. Okay.
First of all, I'm Gryffindor all the way. Okay.
Yes.
So just so you know.
Gryffindor.
What are you, Berna?
I've tested into Gryffindor a couple of times, but in my heart, I'm a Hufflepuff. Like, for real. I'm not brave. The fuck, like everything that Harry and Ron and Hermione have, and Ginny, Luna, all of them have ever done. Wait, Luna's Ravenclaw. All the things that the Gryffindors have ever done. I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I'd be Hufflepuffing in the back, cheering you on, just trying to be nice. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't even
Hufflepuff's in
know
the
if
house.
I don't know if there's a second for me. I don't know.
You're
But
Gryffindor.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Slytherin, I don't know. Okay, so I picked my winner.
Okay, she picked it. Here we go. The name is...
I'm a Marfo.
I'm a Marfo.
I'm a, like AMMA. MARFO.
FO. I'm a Marfo. Okay. I'm a Marfo. Where you at? Are you here? Oh, Amma. Oh, okay, Jolie knows Amma. Yes, we got a winner.
Hey, Amma. Go, Amma. Go, Amma. Go, Amma. Go, Amma. Go, Amma. Hey,
all the giveaway winners get their own special dance too.
Yes.
So Amma, definitely DM Naseema at Financially Intentional so you can get this money.
DM the dance. I want to see the dance. Just DM that to me. You know,
it's happening. Yes.
We got it.
Listen to said. See that wealth success works.
I'm telling you.
It's true. All right, I'm gonna kick it back to you.
All right.
Continue this bad boy.
So let's actually start. All right. So what is the most important things? Look how you said how I put that plural in there. You can do right now. That's just me. You guys, I need an assistant. That's my problem. All right. So the most important thing that you can do is stay employed. And while you're employed, you need to be prepared to not have a job. All right. I am hiring. Yes, I am. So maintain your job and your income if you can. If you haven't already, I'm going to talk to you about things that you can do. Okay. So people who are able to maintain their employment throughout economic downturns fare much better and can come out either barely phased or unfazed. And you know what? They are the ones that you see firing or retiring early a lot of times because they didn't let this phase them. Okay, so do all you can to stay employed. I told my manager, I said, don't fire me, girl. I know I'll be cussing people out when they be coming up in here coughing in my face and stuff, but please don't fire me. Okay, girl. See, you know what though? I know I really empathize for people that are out of work right now. Like I honestly do. But at the same time, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to explore other avenues. Like you said, you're a hairstylist in the industry. Oh my God, do you know how popping you'll be on social because you have access to people who people want access to, or you know how to do celebrity hair, or you know how to do those things. Exploit that, use that, okay? In the meantime, create an action plan. That was a privileged comment. I'm sorry, Britt. That was a privileged comment. Yes. So we all have some kind of privilege. We all do have some kind of privilege. And I'm not saying that I don't, but I really feel like the person that I am, if I lose my job right now, I will be looking at the skills that I have to create opportunity. So, a lot of us have privilege in one way or another. And, I'm sorry if that offended anybody, but I'm just trying to speak from a place of opportunity and not from a place of lack. So, okay. So, all right, Britt. All right, so let's create an action plan. All right. I want you guys, all of you guys, to do this, okay? Figure out what expenses you can cut and cut them as fast as you can, okay? What isn't a necessity needs to go away during these times, okay? Netflix may be a necessity because you're stuck in the house, but maybe you don't need Hulu, okay? Look at what resources you have for food. Food banks are real. If you can get into a food bank, get into a food bank. Do not have pride. Pride is what holds a lot of people back from getting where they need to be. And you guys, like, you guys may think that I come from a lot of privilege, but I was raised by a single dad. We had to go to the food bank. I've had to live on food stamps. I've had to do a whole lot of things. So it may seem like, oh yeah, you know, she's just this person, this nurse that makes all this money. No, that's not what it is. Like, I have been through it all. So, I mean, y'all can come for me all day if you want to, but the bottom line is you probably haven't gone through half the shit I have gone through. So if you want to go toe for toe, we can do that afterwards. But right now, I'm going to just tell you that I know where you're coming from. No, I haven't lost my job right now, but I have been there. I have lost my job. I have started over. When I lost my house, I started from nothing. I went back. I left my job. I went back to school. Before I was a nurse, I went back to school. I lived with my grandfather. Thank God for that privilege. But, you know, I've done it all, you guys. So, hey, Chanel, here comes my baby, y'all. All right. Unemployment, figure out how to apply for unemployment. I think that they are fast tracking that right now, but figure out how that is. Even if you don't need unemployment, figure out how to do that, how that process works, and have that ready for you. Find out ways to make money. Uber, you know, Uber may have slowed down, but Airbnbs are still popping, you guys. I have an Airbnb in the bottom of my house, and nurses need somewhere to stay. Nurses are out here making $5,000-$10,000 a week to work in these hospitals. So if you live near a hospital, think about that. We just need a room and a bed, okay? Oh yeah, DoorDash is popping. We just need a room and a bed. We go to work and come home and sleep. Okay. Salesforce is another incredible opportunity, you guys. I'm going to talk more about this later. But Salesforce is an incredible opportunity. Something like I've never imagined. Like, it's totally free online to get your certification. And then within 6 months, I know people that make start at 70, like at the lowest, and make 6 figures if you're like in the Bay Area. So you guys, there's plenty of opportunity. So you can look at this as, I know it's hard to lose your job and nobody wants to be in that position, but look at it as an opportunity. I think what's going on right now is totally going to change the way work looks, period. A lot of people are realizing that they can work remotely. A lot of people are realizing that their jobs aren't as secure as they thought they were. And so there's opportunity for you to change the way work looks, period. Okay. Thank you guys for sharing all those resources and all of that stuff. Yes. Oh, if you being a nurse is your passion, then you should do it, because we need you out here. We need you, girl. We need more nurses. All right. Any questions about that? If not, we're going to go into, guess what? Another giveaway.
As
all right, so what Salesforce? So Salesforce is like the biggest tower in San Francisco right now. Salesforce is basically like just look at it as an operating system for some companies. And so the layman's way to put it, like say like every employer had to install Windows, or like for nurses, you know how we had to go to electronic medical records, and it's Epic. Like imagine that, and then they need somebody to come in and implement it. So that's what kind of like Salesforce is, but they need people to do that implementation, to train people to do that. And so they have free online certifications because their demand is so high. And as soon as, and all you have to do, you don't even have to have a resume. After you get the certifications, update your LinkedIn profile and say, Salesforce certified. Shoot. Salesforce
I've
is
never
what I
heard of
say,
this.
Camila.
So
Yeah.
Salesforce, you become trained to teach other people how to use Salesforce.
So you go in and implement the system for companies.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. So first you
Okay.
usually start like with like a consulting company. Like a consulting company will hire you. Consulting companies have contracts with with companies that need the system installed, and then you work
Yeah.
for them. After you've
Gotcha.
done that for so much time, you can have your own consultancy. And I know I have a friend, Brad, and this is one thing that we do in my academy. We bring people in and they share their stories. And so Brad, he shares how he works like 10 hours a week. He makes $200,000 from home, and he lives in the Midwest. So,
oh my God, so
you know,
international.
there's opportunities, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much opportunities to do things. Salesforce isn't going away, you guys. Like, it's not. It's
didn't
booming
know
right
about
now.
that. I had no idea that the demand on Salesforce then was so big that they're just training whoever has the
Yeah,
time and like the skills to get the
yeah,
certification. That's freaking amazing. Oh my, I'm like,
yes,
I can,
yes.
not that I've left my house in many days, but like usually I can see Salesforce Tower from like the drive to my co-working space. I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know they had it like that. Good for them. And all remote,
Yes.
I imagine, right? The training is remote.
All remote. It's all, you do it. You can do it part-time in 6 months. If you really bout it, if you're not really doing that, then you can do it in a couple months. But you know, we'll see
Yeah.
who's about it.
That's really true. So like
Yeah.
a lot of us aren't going to have a choice. Okay, so it is giveaway time, giveaway part 3. This is going to take slightly longer because now we are asking you to share on feed. Share on your feed. I know some of you are like, my feed is so
No,
precious.
don't mess with my
Don't
feed.
mess
I
with
know
my feed.
that's how I am too.
But I've been
So
seeing people like there's this whole until tomorrow thing. Like what? People keep posting and being like until tomorrow, which is like the new like felt cute might delete later, but then people definitely are not actually deleting it. So this could be one of your like until tomorrow posts. Doesn't have to stay up forever. But what we want you to do is post something to your feed and tag financially intentional so that Naseema can see you, but also tag 2 friends that could benefit from this presentation, from everything that Naseema is showing you and giving you, and all the debt tips that have come and will come. So take a sec, open up IG, uno mas, and post something to feed. Tag Naseema, financially intentional, tag 2 friends who would benefit from this. And it's going to take a little bit more time. I'm telling you, do not be precious about this. There's so many people on the internet. All of our stuff is just going to get eaten up. What's that?
yeah, I'm also trying to find, while people are doing that, I'm going to find the Salesforce link for you guys.
Yes.
For this free training.
Oh, great. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people are saying that certification costs a lot of money.
No, it doesn't. Salesforce, it's all free. It's all free 99.
Just a matter of like who has the time, which many of us now have lots and lots of the time.
Yes.
My goodness.
It is free. It is
free. And people are dropping lots actually of a lot of other resources in the chat of other stuff. So like resources who are also pointing to ways to work virtually. Karen said that Career Contessa on Instagram has posted a list of 20 virtual companies hiring for remote hiring right now. What else? Someone else said, Broke Millennial. Yaneli just dropped a link a little bit further up. Broke Millennial is one of our personal finance friends, and she created a giant list of all like COVID related resources. And so that's like individual relief, small business relief, unemployment relief, all the like information that you want to know. She calls it the COVID-19 Relief Hub. That's Broke Millennial. Super, super important. I know also my friend Angelia Trinidad, she's the CEO of Passion Planner, and she also created a giant Excel spreadsheet that's similar to Broke Millennials. Probably similar information going on, but like you can never have too many resources at a time like this, especially if you've lost your job, if you have more time on your hands, you feel job insecure, you're trying to like build up the brick wall, like you're saying. I love what you said, Naseema, in the beginning of like, if you have a job, to maintain your job and plan for joblessness at the same time, which obviously isn't easy.
Everybody should. Yep.
Yes, it isn't easy. I think one difficult thing that a lot of us are dealing with is like, you know, everyone is sort of shook. Some shook harder than others, and understanding that like, wow, things can come down completely outside of your control. You might be like chilling in your 9 to 5, totally fine. And then something completely outside of your control happens. And it's like you just said, stay ready so you never have to get ready, right? And it's a hard lesson to learn obviously now, but it's like, how can we prepare? Oh, hey, boo. Hey, little boo. Okay, bye.
What did you want?
I'm over you.
Nothing is this. Is
What?
this that the iPad's dead.
The iPad is dead. Okay. Well, life is over. Life is over.
No, you can I watch the TV?
Yeah, you can watch TV.
Somebody hand her a charger. Anybody in the chat have an iPad charger?
Oh my God. It's right there in the room, girl. Oh my God.
Somebody said, Natalie, okay, you're angel. Someone said, I will start sitting for Salesforce tomorrow. Beautiful. Okay. Do we think it's been enough time now for the mentions?
Yes, it has. And the thing is, I have the Salesforce link, but I can't post it in here for some reason.
That's strange.
So
we could always also gather it for. So what we usually do is I'm gathering everybody's resources, all the teachers' resources, and I will find time, probably tomorrow, to email everybody who attended that class and all the follow-up resources as well. So we're collecting all these things, like Yaneli's dropping a couple of Google Doc and links and things like that, Broke Millennial links, all the links you guys are putting together. We're going to put all in one place, including Naseema's GIF happy presentation, and put it all in one place, including the live recording, which is going to be a fat file, PHAT. PJ said, my IG isn't letting me be great. Are we breaking Instagram?
Oh, man.
But let's continue to refresh. And this is not your last chance, PJ.
No, it's not.
We still got one more giveaway chance, and then the grand prize.
And then the grand prize.
So we have at least 2 more opportunities, which is delicious.
Yes.
Okay, Naseema, what you got? Any mentions? Are you checking what's working, what's not? I know IG is not ready for this. It's like,
no, it's not.
Gab. How many A's are in that thing? What is it?
4 A's. Gabby.
And
then and 6 B's.
Gabby is here. Gabby said, that's me. Gabby with all the Gabby. Oh, and Robbie said that they found the Salesforce retraining link. Okay, beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like Tailwind something.
Trailhead.
So that's Trailhead. Yeah, that's it.
Yes,
That's it.
Robbie. Yes.
Good job, Robbie. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Gabby, you just won $50. Very exciting. Please DM Naseema so that she knows where to find you, how to exchange the Cash App and the Venmo and the PayPal and the Pigeon Messenger.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
All right, Joe.
Throwing it back to you.
All right. How to manage your money during troubling times. Again, this is a dev workshop, but you'll probably be surprised at what you'll hear. All right, listen. Right now, what we need to do, don't borrow no money. I know the interest rates are low and it's looking rather tasty. Unless you're going to buy a house and you got an amazing deal, don't borrow money. So minimize or start borrowing money and focus on, like we just talked about, ways you can actually increase your income. Okay. Yes, I did say Gabby, but the Instagram profile is like with hella A's and B's. Okay. So stop borrowing money and look at ways to earn money is what you should be doing right now. What you should be doing is stockpiling cash. I know that Kara talked about this on Monday, but right now the most important thing that you can have is money. And I got money right here in the drawer, and this is what I do. So I told everybody in February, everybody in my coaching program, I told them, I said, go to the bank right now, take out $1,000. You should have at least $1,000 cash in your house. At least $1,000 at a local bank. And then whatever else you have, like, so right now we should be getting up to at least 3 months of savings. And that's just of your expenses, okay? Whatever your expenses are, 3 months of that is what you should be aiming towards. But $1,000 at your house, readily available. $1,000 at a local bank where you can get really fast. And let me find a hiding spot. And then And then the rest of your 3 months should be in a high yield savings account. And I know you guys were asking Kara where you can find a high yield savings account. And because the rates are changing all the time, I use Magnify Money as a resource. I really like them. They're a little bit clunkier now. They just got bought by Lending Tree. So right now, we'll talk about debt. Let's talk about debt. But we're right now, we should be stacking money. So I'll talk about debt in a minute. But this is our primary focus, is stacking money. Okay, so go to Magnify Money and see like who's paying the highest interest rates, but also Magnify Money gives a score and like how easily accessible it is, how the platform looks and all that stuff, how customer service is. And believe me, it's true, because I didn't listen to their score and I got a credit card from this Chinese bank, and it is horrible. Their platform is horrible. Even though I got the credit card really fast, like trying to pay a bill, I had to go through like 3 screens. Like, it's horrible. So listen to their ratings. They're really good, and they're constantly updating. There's a lot of sites like this, but Magnify Money is. I'm not sure about Canada. I'm so sorry. You could just say, you know what? I was going to say NerdWallet is an excellent resource too, but I don't even know if NerdWallet is specific for Canada. But I'm sure Maple Money is a great resource. Maple Money, he has a Canadian platform. He's a Canadian personal finance blogger. So, okay, good. See, Ty, see, look, all these people in the chat are like super helpful. All right. Another thing is, if you do have debt, and this is outside of student loan debt. This is like your car, your mortgage, and all that kind of stuff. This is your house. This is a great time to refinance. Okay, so the Fed Reserve just introduced all this quantitative easing. So all this stuff does is free up money for you to stack. You need to stack at least 3 months. I would say even right now, if you know that your job is not secure. So 3 months, if you have a job that you're sure that you're not going to lose, or you have 2 incomes in the house where you don't think you'll be out of work, 3 months of expenses is good. 6 months of expenses if you're kind of unstable, 6 months to a year even. But yeah, it's a time to stack. So refinance right now and negotiate your rates. Okay, call all your lenders and negotiate your rates, or even a stop payment for a certain period of time so you can pay down your money. Okay, make those calls. Okay, make those calls. All right. So the most important thing that you can do right now, and this is what I was talking about earlier, is start preparing for opportunities, or take advantage of opportunities right now. Okay, there are some very unique opportunities right now. If you got laid off, maybe you have a severance, and in that severance, you might get like $10,000, right? Take that. Like, if you live in the Bay Area, it's probably not a good place to live off of $10,000. Relocate somewhere. Well, now it's a harder time to fly, but maybe go to a lower cost of living area or somewhere else and just sit down and learn something. Okay, learn what you can. Use this as an opportunity to learn. Use this as an opportunity to figure out what's the bare minimum you can live off of. And if you got it, this is an excellent time to invest. I know the investing workshop yesterday was bomb.com. This is an excellent time to invest. Okay, so don't worry about that company field. Just your own company, by the way, for the Salesforce thing. And I do happen to know that. Who got a severance? I don't know, but some people got severances. Most of you guys said that you work for a company. Some people got severances. If not, you're going to get something. All right. I believe Berna's going to have the investment video, and it's your time to come up anyway to speak on that. Yes.
I'm coming. Schedule my video and I come back on. Okay, y'all can see me, right? I'm hoping that I'm not like forever Scary Wizard of Oz. I saw the playback from Monday's presentation and I was like, oh my God, I just come down to the voice like I'm some weird Jesus character. Okay, Julie said, this is my favorite talk show. It is giveaway time. This is giveaway number 4. This is our last giveaway before the beautiful, wonderful grand prize. And you're going to want this grand prize. So,
Yes.
but this is your last opportunity to win $50 cash from Naseema. We've already got 3 winners. We've got 1 more. This grand prize. Then this is going to be something where you don't have to go touch your phone. You can just do it right here, right? We're doing it in the chat, Naseema?
No, that's the last one. This
Oh,
one
the last
is.
one. Oh my
this
God,
one
you're
is-
right. This one's different. Okay, perfect. So this is for all of y'all, and I might make some people angry here because not everyone's into this, but this is for all y'all who have TikTok. Holler if you have a TikTok. And I think
TikTok.
2 weeks ago, maybe more of us would be like, well, I don't have a TikTok, but I feel like in the last 2 weeks, people are like, okay, I secretly have a TikTok now because I kind of need to see what all this is about, all this renegade, right?
Renegade.
This is a gift. Wait, do you know it?
No, I don't.
Oh.
That was hella fake.
You hella played me. I was like, yes. Amazing. She didn't know it. Okay, so I don't know if you can access TikTok necessarily if you don't have an account, but what we want you to do right now is go to Naseema's TikTok, which is Naseema McElroy, right? I'm just gonna type that.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Not just all one word.
Yep, all one word.
On TikTok. Okay, this is where you're going. Naseema McElroy, right? On TikTok. And like any one of the videos?
Any one of the videos with my daughter in it, because all she wants for her birthday is for people to like her TikTok videos, okay?
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Because she's 6 years old, and her greatest endeavor. Naseema said, I'm going to have about 200 people at your whim on your birthday all over the world. What do you want them to do? And she said in her little 6-year-old heart, she just wants you to like one of her TikToks. So I'm going to need you to go on TikTok. I'm going to need you to like one of Naseema's videos.
Oh, they're liking it. I see it. Yes.
Someone said, oh my gosh, the onesie is adorable. Someone wants you to dance to Cardi B's Money. Oh, someone just followed and liked them all. Your pregnancy photo is fire. What is the handle?
Thank you.
Naseema.
Just Naseema McElroy. Naima, they want to see your TikTok.
I love that it is so interactive with Naima.
They want to see your TikTok. They're about to like your video. You want to do a TikTok with them? We're all going to TikTok together.
Are we going to TikTok together? Naima, you have to show me how to TikTok because I don't really understand. You know it better than me.
You ready? Show them, Nana. Show them.
Okay, show me.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Wait, Molly, I forgot the other parts.
I only know half of it.
It actually goes like this.
Show me. This. Okay. Okay. Oh, that last part. I don't know that last part. You're gonna have to slow it down a little bit. Just a little one of these situations. Someone in the chat said,
Can I show them the baby coat give you something one?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, everyone's still liking the TikToks. Okay, show us. Do you need music? No, there's a clap. Oh, clap.
You have to do it 3 times.
And then what? Then what you do?
Wow. Someone said she does it better than me. And then go away. Is that what you said?
No, she says, and then I do my own moves.
Oh, then you do your own moves. Thank you so much, Naima.
Oh, no.
We don't see her. Wait, really? You guys don't see her?
No. Okay, let me pick a winner. Let me have Naima pick the winner.
Okay.
Oh, it was just on me.
All right.
Maybe I have to do.
You want?
Weird.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, you're picking a winner now?
Picking a winner. Okay, pick a winner, baby. From these.
I see you both. Okay, I spotlighted her video, so you should just be seeing her. This is Naima, everybody.
Okay.
She crushes it.
Minor. Like
Minor?
minor, but with an E.
Ah, okay. So at M-E-N-O. There she found her. Found him! Yay! Amazing.
Yeah.
You like my video.
You like my video. I died. So she said, I never win anything. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
a
saying,
winner, girl. That's because you said that wealth and success, honey.
yes, wealth, success. You put it together. You get Menorca.
Hey, she
I hope I'm
flossing
saying
for
it.
you. She's
Oh,
flossing.
she's flossing for you. Menorca, she's
Floss,
flashing for you. Floss,
floss on them now.
floss on them.
Floss on them now. Floss, 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 floss,
Okay,
floss.
Menorca,
Okay.
please DM Naseema at Financially Intentional. That was the
Yes.
best dance break I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes. Or just send me a DM in TikTok.
Yes, or send a DM in TikTok.
Just
Beautiful.
send me your
And
Venmo,
here's
girl.
my birthday cake.
Oh, and your birthday, thank you. And your
Okay,
birthday
you gonna
cake
mess it up 'cause
too.
girl, bye.
Just plops it on the floor. Okay, spotlight video is back on you. And I'm gonna go mute. Bye.
So another money tip for you guys. I involve my daughter in a lot of stuff. Like she's a voice on my podcast. Both my daughters are voices on my podcast because they have IRAs. They have Roth individual retirement accounts. And in order to have that, you have to have income. So to justify income for me, they are my co-hosts on my podcast. And they make appearances. They're my models. And so that's how I justify my income. So that's how you can set your kids up for early retirement plans. So they help me a lot. Both of my kids. Yes. All right. So y'all came here to talk about debt. Let's talk about debt. All right. So how did I slay my debt? Two main things. Okay. Zero-based budgeting and the debt snowball. We talked about zero-based budgeting. I believe Kara talked about zero-based budgeting a little bit. Repeat that about the IRA. Yeah, so you can set up a retirement account for your kids, but they have to have earned income. Okay, so in order to have earned income, they have to be doing something like to reasonably earn the income that you're going to put into their Roth IRA. And you can contribute up to $6,000 if you're saying that that they're making that much, but I'll probably put like a couple $1,000 in there at the most. And yes, they do have educational savings account on top of that. So they both have 529s. They're at two different places just because I wanted to peg them against each other. So my oldest daughter has an account through Vanguard, and then the baby has an account through College Backer. So Vanguard, but I use College Backer because it's a little bit easier. They just have like a code to drop to share. So for my kids' birthdays, I tell people don't buy them gifts because they have hella toys and they don't need that. So like people usually buy like something like $20. If they drop $20 into their say their college fund right now, it grows so much. I mean, over the course of 15 to 18 years. So yeah, so that's what I asked. So they both have them set up. And the reason why I just want to peg them against each other is because I just want to see how user friendly both of the platforms are, just because I'm in the personal finance space and not like to test things out because I can give direct feedback to those companies. And so, yeah, no toys, no clothes. Please don't buy none of that because they're going to waste it. And they got hella clothes, they got hella toys, but that money that they can get in their retirement, even if it's just $5, is it goes a long way. So zero-based budgeting and the debt snowball are two things that I use to pay off all my debt. Okay, so first we're going to go back to the point that I made. So what about your debt? So right now, earlier I talked about stacking. Right now, where we are with this current economic situation, F your debt. F your debt. Like right now, debt it, okay? Focus on building cash. If you don't have cash, if you don't have money right now, that's what your focus needs to be, okay? Is there something wrong with people's Zoom right now? Is everybody seeing everything okay? If not, you have to sometimes refresh Zoom. Okay, cool. Yeah, so just log out and log back in. All right. So I have a question for you guys. What tools do you currently use to budget? Do you use like pencil and paper? Do you just try to figure out in your head, like, I think I got $100 in the bank, and then go in there and see it's only $5, but you spent money at Target like it was $100 in there. We've all done that. Yeah. Brain is the worst, but yes, we do it. We do it. Yep. Google Doc. I love it. Excel. My head. What did she say? I'm an ostrich. Yes. Bury your head. Yes. Okay. Mint and dedicated money notebook. Yes. I know people all of a sudden just came up with a budgeting plan yesterday. Okay, Yanelli. So that's what it was. All right, you guys. So let me tell you what I used and what I used religiously when I was paying off my debt is an app called Every Dollar. And I saw that you guys use this. I saw this in other presentations. So I use Every Dollar. And Every Dollar is a zero-based budgeting app when every dollar has an assignment, okay? Every single one of your dollars needs to have an assignment in advance. So if you are making $10,000 a month, every single one of those dollars needs to have a plan. I'm talking about money for your hair, money to trick off, money for your kids' clothes, for your kids' activities. Yes. So when you create a budget, you have to budget consistently. You have to make sure that this is something that you're doing. And I know a lot of people's like, I budgeted and it doesn't work. I didn't, I tried it. I tried all the things, but it doesn't work for me. It's probably because you haven't done it for long enough, because it really takes about 3 months to really get your budget down. Every dollar is free, except unless you want your transactions to automatically flow in there. And then it's like $9 a month. Yeah, but it is free. And I actually recommend people use a free version because I want people to have a close relationship with their money where they're entering their transactions every single day. So zero-based budgeting is what saved my life. And with zero-based budgeting, what I did was I gave myself a goal. I was like, I want to be out of debt by my 36th birthday, which didn't happen because my divorce came up and I had to pay extra money. But I was almost there. But I was like, I want to be out of debt by my 36th birthday. And in order to do that, I have to pay X, Y, and Z a month towards my debt. And lo and behold, because I put that there. Now, let me just stop because I want you guys to know, before I started budgeting, I did not have $100 in my savings account. I had nothing. I made okay money, like I made decent money, but I didn't know how to prioritize my money, and I didn't know where my money was going. And let me tell you something, if you don't give your money an assignment, it'll disappear. So I had no clue. Until I got this budgeting method down, I did not have any money. So when you have inconsistent income, you know that there's a little baseline, budget off at a minimum. And if there's more, then whatever that difference is, you throw it towards whatever your financial goal is. If your financial goal is stacking, throw it in that savings account. If your financial goal is paying off debt, throw it directly towards that debt when it comes into that account. If your financial goal is investing, throw it into your investment account. Dollar cost average, okay? That's how you do it, all right? Let me see. Yeah, we don't say fuck student loans. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show ya. Yes, we are gonna say F student loans. Yes. All right. Invest first or loan payments? I love this question. Guess what? You're probably not gonna like my answer though. I love investing, and I think everybody should do some level of investing, but I'm not the agnostic person that says you can't invest while you're paying off debt, because guess what? That cost me $80,000. No lie. No lie. If I would have known better and optimized my loan repayment, I could have saved a minimum of $80,000. Okay? So, yes, invest. And I had to jump off of the last part of the investing webinar yesterday, but the way I invest is in index funds, low fee index funds, and I just dollar cost average. I know what my goal is. I know how much money I need to be putting in there. I'm not panicked about this market. Now I'm seeing, like, even though I'm just investing the same way, I'm seeing that now instead of buying 10 shares like I usually buy, my contributions are buying me 20 shares. I'm getting ish on sale right now, and I'm about to come up when the market goes up. I'm going to see my net worth rise. And believe me, it has dropped. And I was like, ooh, felt a little bit, looked at it and said, guess what? It is just how the market works. You guys, you have to understand, you cannot build wealth without investing, but you cannot get returns like you see in the market without a risk. That's why the market has those returns. If you wanted something safe, you got to keep your money in the bank. And that's why your banks only have up to 2% returns right now. So there you go. All right. That was a long answer to your question. Any questions about zero-based budgeting? Then we're going to talk about the debt snowball. So the debt snowball, people are going to tell you, oh, the debt snowball doesn't really make any sense because you're paying all this money to this debt and you need to focus on your high interest rate debts. Let me tell you something. Those are people who usually say that didn't have as much debt as me. People that are saying that did not pay off $1 million in debt. Okay. The debt snowball works because it's based off of emotion. You can buy index funds anywhere you can invest. But the debt snowball works because the reason why you got into debt is emotional. How you're going to dig yourself out of debt is going to be, you have to use those same emotions. You have to build off of those small wins. So the way that the debt snowball works is you list your debts from smallest to largest. You pay minimum payments on all your debts except for the smallest debt, throwing all your money at that one. So every single dollar you got, you throwing it at that debt, and you're going to pay the minimums on everything else. Then you rinse and repeat. And once you start doing this and knocking out those lowest debts, now you have that money to put back onto your other debts. And so you're snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and your debts are disappearing rapidly. So that's how that works. Now, again, start this process, and I'm going to explain to you what I want you guys to do, but you only start this process once you guys are stacking. Right now, you have to focus on paying minimums on everything until you get your money up, get those savings up, because we are not at the end of this crisis, okay? But guess what? I said we're going to say F student loans, but guess what? Student loan payments have been suspended for y'all. The majority of people have federal student loans. And the government yesterday just decided that student loan payments have been suspended. You guys, for you guys who have certain student loans and you need to do your research, they have suspended student loan payments for 6 months through September 30th, okay? It takes effect automatically without any effort from you guys, okay? So all this counts towards like your loan forgiveness payments. If you're in public student loan forgiveness, this 6 months counts towards your payments and any kind of income-driven repayment. So if you're under payee, repayee, IBR, if you're under any of those loans, if you're not, right now, go in. Stop playing with these. I know a lot of people are scared to look at their student loans. Stop playing. Go in, call your loan servicers, and make sure you are on an income-driven repayment plan, because guess what? When you sign up for that, you are going to get 0 payments, okay? Even people who are on deferment or forbearance right now, their stuff is going to be backdated. There are going to be no collections, no wage garnishments, no seizures of tax refunds right now, and that is backdated up until March 13th. Yes, no interest from March 13th. Yeah, Parent Plus loans are a little bit tricky because they are not income driven, and income driven loans are Parent Plus loans are kind of the worst loans that you could ever get, by the way. Sorry to tell you, but an excellent resource, and the only person I trust when it comes to student loans is Travis at studentloanplanner.com. Not the student loan planner, but Travis at studentloanplanner.com. And if you have a Parent Plus loan, he can help you do what you need to do to get out of that loan or to get some relief. So go to him. He's the expert. Yes. Everybody, call your servicers. Make sure you're on a plan. Unfortunately, if you have private student loans, this does not apply to you, but refinance right now. Travis at Student Loan Planner. Student Loan Planner. If you have private student loans, refinance those suckers right now while the interest rates are low, and do it now because the interest rates are going to go back up. You see the market went back up yesterday after they made that announcement. The interest rates are going to go back up. So do not wait. Y'all stop playing. When all this stuff that I'm telling you right now, act on. Get that plan in place so that you can act on stuff as it happens, as you need it. Action. It's all about action, okay? All right. Guess what else? People are going to start getting that good government check. All right. So the government just said that they are going to oh, bye, Nelly. Oh, the government is about to give you a check. Most people are going to qualify for a check. So individuals who earn under $75,000 a year will get a $1,200 check, and families will receive an additional $500 per kid. Okay. So the more you earn, the less that you're going to get. And it stops at people who earn $100,000. There's all kind of money out there for small businesses. So if you're ready to start a small business, even Kiva is giving loans. So there are so many. So this check, this stimulus from the government, no, you don't have to pay it back. But small business loans, yes, you do have to pay them back. But you know, they're like crazy loans that you would not be able to get in any other time. I don't know about expat. I mean, but you're a U.S. citizen, so it just, I would just, you know what? Pick up the phone, girl. Pick up the phone. Oh, pay taxes for 2020. Okay. Yeah. See, Napian came through for once. So that's what I said. All right. So what do we do? What do I want you guys to do right now? Focus on keeping your job. Focus on it. And if you don't have a job, focus on what resources you have available to you right now, and make sure you have some money coming in. Cut your expenses, because it's much easier to make up $1,000 expenses than it is $3,000 of expenses. Okay. Focus, list out every single one of the people that you owe, contact all of them and see what they can do for you. Every person, when I pull up an app on my phone, every person that I go to has a special relief hotline. Go there, go to those hotlines, okay? Call and negotiate, okay? F your debt for right now. Focus on getting that money. Focus on stacking. And most importantly, the most important thing you can do right now is take care of yourself. Everybody is feeling this in some kind of way. Okay? All our lives have been affected by this. There is not one person in this world today that can say that they haven't been affected. Okay? I got to homeschool, you guys. Almost lost a kid the other day. Like, almost killed her. Okay? So we are all affected. Okay? The best thing you can do, take care of yourself. Hydrate. Cover your hair when you go outside. Take your clothes off when you come in the house. Take a shower. Take your vitamins. Okay? All of that stuff. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't watch too much news. It's kind of stressful. Be aware of what's going on, and as things are updating all the time, but make sure you're taking care of yourself and your family and doing what's safe for you and your family. Oh, Lord, shout out to all the parents that are homeschooling. Can we please give these teachers a raise? Because just this one baby, she cute, y'all. She real cute. Okay. All right. All right, so was that helpful, you guys? Is there like anything that I've missed? Like what? I mean, like, was this a lot? I know I can be a little bit extra. Sorry, you guys, about the privilege thing. I could be passionate, but it's all love. Anybody that reaches out to me, I am here for you. I will help. I'll ride for people that come and are really ready to change their finances, because, you know, each one teach one. Hella helpful. Yes. Thank you. So that's where you can reach me. Make sure you like my baby's video on TikTok, even if you don't get paid to do it. You know, that's her birthday present. You know, tell your kids to like my baby stuff on TikTok. Okay. All right. So I'm on Instagram at Financially Intentional and Nurses on Fire Podcast. I have 2 popping groups on Facebook, Financially Intentional and the Nurses on Fire Podcast Facebook group. And I have 2 websites, Financially Intentional and Nurses on Fire. And I will be here for as long as you need me to answer all of your questions.
Delicious. Naseema, should we do the grand prize after the Q&A?
Oh, yes. Yes,
the grand prize.
I want you guys to hear these questions. Yes.
Good. Okay, go for it. I think you are cool with going through the questions yourself. Maybe let's unshare the slide, because we'll be sharing all this stuff anyway. But then if you want to just go through the Q&A, we've got 26 questions so far. If you have a question for Naseema, definitely pop it in the Q&A. Just to give Naseema 2 seconds to breathe real quick. Want to remind y'all, because it's a lot of talking at yourself basically, and like verbally talking and then seeing the reactions in the chats. Very, very, very interesting. Just gonna let her breathe for 2 seconds. A couple reminders. Yes, again, we are recording this. We are putting this away. I'm giving the original file to Naseema tonight, so she'll be able to post it whenever she wants. I'm probably going to be posting the recording or sharing the recording sometime next week, but we're sharing the recording with everybody. So don't worry if you missed something. And Naseema, you said you're cool with sharing your slides as well, in case people needed the details on your slides.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll be sharing that for sure. I am so grateful for all of you. I know it's 5:28 on the West Coast right now, 8:28. So this is a nice solid hour and a half party. But I think someone mentioned it. I'm not sure who it was. Shout out to whoever it was, said it feels less like a webinar and a class and more like a sort of like an online networking event, because there's so much support in the chat. And I'm telling you, if all of our internets could handle this, I would have all of us on video, and I would just like pick people out and make you like video panelists if it wasn't going to be like a technical-ish show. I really love it. And yes, Angelica, exactly. She said there's no shame for any of the comments or the questions. Exactly.
No.
We can go there. Our teachers can handle your questions and comments. There are folks in the comments who will, like, if somebody has a question we don't know the answer, somebody from Canada comes up and is like, yes, I am Canadian. I can tell you the actual facts. Yes. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think we said this either Monday or Tuesday, but we are all lifelong students. Like, we're teachers. I'm making the platform, and people like Naseema are teaching the subjects, but we are all constantly learning, especially, and we should all take this lesson from everything happening in the last 24 hours. Things in the money world change so fast. They change so much. The stimulus bill, new rules all the time. A student loan being forgiven or put on, I'm like, put on retainer? No, to like being, oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Stopped? Paused. Words are hard at 5:30. Yes. But these things, these news pieces are coming together all the time and updating all the time. So we're constantly learning. We are all students, and I'm so deferred, on hold, deferred. Thank you. Thank you, Graciela. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Zasha. But I'm just so grateful for all of you who are showing up, not just as attendees, like not just as like passive participants, but as active fellow teachers, as people who are teaching each other. I think what really important and powerful thing that each of us can walk away with here is that, like, you don't have to be on camera to be teaching somebody something. And you definitely don't have to be in the chat as an attendee to be learning something. I'm learning stuff like this. I take my own notes and all this stuff, and I'm learning, oops, SpongeBob only. I'm learning stuff all the time. So anyway, that's enough from me. I'm just loving on you as much as I can love on you and hyping on you as much as I can hype on you. So let's start this Q&A. If you have questions, again, into the Q&A little box. Naseema, do you just want to scroll through and pick some questions, or how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm going to go through. It's like I said, I can answer all of these probably.
Yeah, no, I can try to help answer them too, but, and then we'll shout out if other good questions or good answers come out in the chat.
Okay, so Graciela, you asked about talking about buying houses and flipping houses. I'm probably not the person to talk about that. I'm just now getting back in real estate investing, and I'm a buy and hold investor, and I invest out of state because nothing in California is really an investment. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can do a whole nother webinar on that, and I think we are
Yes,
maybe
I'm
down the
thinking so.
line.
Here's what's cool, and I don't know if Connie is watching or knows about this, but a couple weeks ago, literally my last speaking gig before all the speaking gigs forever were canceled, was a intergenerational wealth workshop here in San Francisco, and I did it alongside a real estate, a realtor, former realtor, now real estate educator, who is a woman, a first-gen woman of color here in the Bay Area. And so I think yesterday, 2 days ago, somebody was like, oh, maybe we want to do a workshop on like real estate and flipping homes. I was like, I got the perfect person. So it's in mind. It's happening. It's happening
Yes.
through my brain.
Yes. So for the Salesforce, you don't have to put a company. You just put your name on there.
We are our own company now, aren't we? Like literally
Yes, we are.
in this time,
Yes.
you are your own company.
So Janet of NYC would this be a good time to apply for a credit card? What is your reason for applying for a credit card? Number one, my philosophy is only use a credit card if you can pay off the balance at the end of the month, and it has to be part of your budget. It has to be something that you budgeted for. And that credit card needs to have an assignment, just like every one of your dollars has an assignment. This is your grocery credit card. This is your whatever, household your toilet paper credit card. Listen, because people is blowing budgets over toilet paper out here.
Truly.
Okay, so that's my answer to that. All right. So Steph something. I am 1 year post BK bankruptcy, you guys. I'm scared of accumulating any debt, but I feel like I haven't learned to budget completely. I have an amazing tool for you. So somebody mentioned it. I'm not sure if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, but Self. It used to be called Self Lender, but Self is an awesome resource, and they have two different programs. They have a secured credit card, and they have like a savings account, where both of those simultaneously helps you build your credit. So I don't recommend you, if you're feeling anxiety about debt, don't accumulate debt just for the sake of it. Make sure you're going to Self. Is that the link? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Okay. I don't know, because I have affiliate links. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So they are amazing. And actually, if you don't know Berna, I'm gonna hook you up with the content marketing person at Self. She's amazing. She actually almost died when she was 20. She was a yoga teacher, and she passed out doing yoga, and woke up in the ICU. She was there for 2 weeks, so accumulated 6 figures in medical debt, and was able to wipe those out, and now has great credit. And so that's her story, and that's how she used like processes like that at Self, and then she helps other people come out of really hard financial situations.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I just learned about Self this week too. It's like and then I think there were a few people in the comments being like, seriously though, Self, it is the tit. So shout out to Self.
Yes. So Fabiola, she just interviewed for a job and is in the hiring process. Is this a bad time to switch jobs? I don't think it's a bad time to switch jobs. I think that you need to really, really understand what your reasons are. And this is not a time to take a job willy-nilly. Like, you have to negotiate hard for what you really need for yourself, right? For yourself, ask for more. So whatever money you think you should be getting paid, ask for a lot more than that, because they have a lot more in their budget to give you. And we just, as women, don't negotiate hard enough. So that's the tips that I would give you. I wouldn't say don't get a job. Don't leave no secure job. I don't think any job is necessarily secure. Make your money, do what's right for you, and make sure you negotiate hard for what you need. Salesforce certification. I feel like I talked a lot about that. I'm not a Salesforce person, but I just know plenty of people that have gone through it and that have made 6 figures in 6 months. So I think it's a great program, especially for people who are out of a job right now that have a little bit more downtime. So yes. All right. So you say don't borrow money, but what about borrowing money for a personal loan to pay off credit cards for a lower interest rate. Okay. So I think Yaneli said that before you go and take out a personal loan for a lower interest rate, you should really understand why you got into the financial situation that you're in before you do that, because what's going to end up happening is that you're probably going to get right back in that financial situation if you don't change those money habits. So I don't tell people to take out a personal loan to pay off credit cards all willy-nilly. Right now is actually an awesome time to just call your credit cards and have them negotiate your rate on their own. There are some good rates on personal loans, but I would caution you. Almost everybody I know has taken out a personal loan to pay down a credit card and has not done what they were supposed to do and got right back in debt. So, you really need help. If that's something that you want to do, seek out coaching, seek out experts, but make sure that you are changing those money habits that got you where you are. Okay. All right. So
wait, can I pause this for 2 seconds?
I
know there are lots of folks in the comments talking about Tally, which is apparently a super, I just learned about Tally this week, an incredible service to help you pay off your credit card debt. I'm wondering, and this is something that we did during Julie's session yesterday. I feel like Holly is the person who's been talking about Tally a lot, can say a lot about what Tally is. Holly, if you're listening, would you be down, and Naseema, would you be down to let this happen? Yes, Holly be knowing. Do you want to come on audio and just say really quick what Tally is all about?
Yes.
She says, I'm raising my hand for you. I'm going to find you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That would be super helpful. All right, here we go. I'm going to allow you to talk. Ready. Holly, you are on.
Hey, Holly.
You unmute yourself.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been to every one of these.
I know. You have been
I keep waiting to win a giveaway and I haven't won one yet.
Oh, Holly.
I know, I'm trying so hard.
Guess what, Holly? You won $50. There you go.
Oh. Do you see
It's just that easy.
Oh my gosh, you're the best. Also, I'm going to be sending you my resume because I'm the I'm the poor sad girl who's put in every single chat. I lost my job. Help me.
Yes.
Oh, girl, go ahead and send it, girl.
Yes.
I got work.
So I got to tell everybody about Tally. I have been preaching it. It's amazing. I just found out about it a few months ago, and it's an app, and if you have to like put in some information and they'll see if you qualify or whatever. I only have one debt right now, which is my credit card. My student loans and my car are all paid off. So I just have my credit card debt. Thank you.
Go ahead, boo.
So this is like my last thing that I have to pay off, but it's such a high interest rate that I was like drowning, and I felt like even though I was putting money towards it, I wasn't making any headway. So it was actually, I think, an ad that popped up for Tally, and I clicked on it and I took a look and I was like, this sounds like it might be good. And I looked into it. And essentially what they do, so I qualified, I have about $13,000 in debt on this credit card, and they paid Chase $12,000. Tally pays Chase. And then I now pay Tally. And so the first payment is a little bit lower than what my normal Chase payment was. The second one, it goes up to a little bit higher. And then it's the third one, it evens out. So and there's no interest on it. You're just paying Tally, and they have literally no fees whatsoever. So if you're a little late, or if you're like, I just lost my job and I can't pay you, you know what I mean? They're not gonna like hit you with fees. And
okay, girl, I'm gonna need you to be an affiliate for Tally while you up here.
I know, right? I should be sponsored.
They need, you know what? All of this right there, I'll record that in the video and send it to Tally. Figure out who's hiring, who's doing their social media or their affiliate stuff, and then send it to them. Like seriously, I have heard of Tally, and they are a good company. Yeah,
it's been great. So it's really helping me, and so I still have that little bit left in my Chase, and I'm just gonna pay that off completely because it's like $1,000 and then that's done, and I'm just paying Tally. And they also
but wait do you have your emergency fund?
I gotta work. Well, I had a little bit of an emergency fund, but now it's my income because I lost my job. So.
Okay, but yeah, so
It is,
just
the
make
fund
sure
is now
you're
being.
not, so right now
Oh yes,
don't
I
like
do have an
aggressively
invite
pay
code.
anything
I
off.
will drop it in the chat.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes, yes.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah, I
Yes,
just learned about
yes,
Tally this week. See, like each one teach one. Like you said,
yes,
Yeah.
you've been coming to the webinars and now you're teaching us. So you've definitely earned your
yes,
$50 this time. Mm,
yes.
mm.
Yeah,
Thank you,
girl.
Holly.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much, Holly. I really appreciate it. Tally
Of
is the
course.
move, everybody. And Holly is going to drop her Tally link in the chat so we can all get on. Like Holly
Yes, I will
did.
do that.
Thank you so much,
Also,
Holly.
I love you, Berna. I've been following you for forever, and I just love you so much.
Thank you. I don't know. I clutched my coaster for some reason. I'm trying with that. Thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate it. I've been seeing you. Your Holly Jolly Journeys, right?
Yes, that's me.
Aw.
That's
I've been
me.
seeing you. I've been seeing you on the
Awesome.
internet.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye,
so,
everybody.
bye, Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
So
All right.
what I was saying about living off your emergency fund, try to find income as soon as possible. Like the emergency fund is for you. Yes, you can live off of it, but during this time, this is when you need to tap into those resources of how you can make money. Rent out your room, rent out your car. I made $1,300 this month from Turo. Like, you know, like there are ways, you know, there's a lot of ways to make money. All right. There's another question. Casti something says, if I get laid off, should I go back to school and become a nurse, construction, any other careers that will be available? I have a Tesla, I have a Highlander, I have a BMW. We got a lot of cars to rent over here. Okay. But my Tesla is $120 a day if you want to rent it. Okay. And that's cheap. All right, so I don't recommend like necessarily have. So what happened during the last recession is that hella people went back to school and took on student loans so that they can defer their student loan payments for later and did all this other thing. I feel like if that's what you want to do, if you're passionate about being a nurse or being in construction, go ahead and do it. Try to find a cheap way to do it. You can go to school for free. There's so many programs out there, but if you can't go to school for free, do a free training program like Salesforce or something like that, or learn on the job. Like I am literally hiring for a couple of positions. I'm hiring a social media manager. I'm hiring a project manager that are like basically somebody to tell me what to do. I haven't even really, it's like an integrator in training. That person, I am basically training them on the job for skills that they can learn and use in like all across the board. So it doesn't necessarily pay like the most, but it's a good paying job and it'll increase over time. But the skills that I pay for courses for people that work for me, like things like that, like try to find a job like that where people will train you. So, you know, that's what I recommend. Salesforce or something else where you can learn on the job. All right. Yeah.
I mean myself. Also tomorrow, our last HellaHelpful webinar is virtual work. And it's being led by an incredible person. Her name is Vanessa. She's Wander Onwards. So for everybody here
Yes.
who is like, what else can I do? You might have lost your job.
Yes, Vanessa.
Yes, or you're taking Naseema's advice and you're like, I have a job, but I got to prepare as if I might become jobless.
Yes.
Is a reality and might
Line
become
it
a reality
up.
for all of
Line it
them.
up.
Line it up. I'm telling you, like Naseema's story about like started from the bottom, now I'm here. Like Vanessa has a very similar story in terms of like, I had no idea what to do with virtual work. I had no skills. I was not set up for virtual work at all. And now she has this, I mean, I'll let her tell it, but she is very much in the position to be teaching everybody about virtual work. And it's not just like, go on Fiverr and like walk people's dogs. She has very specific like career strategy advice for those of you who are building up from the absolute bottom of a new career and especially a remote career all the way up. So get up in it tomorrow. Get up in it. Yep. Oh, it does say sold out. So what we're going to try, what I've been trying to do basically, and I think maybe you've seen this on our IG, is we made this platform first and foremost for BIPOC, for immigrants, for children of immigrants. And so for the folks who hold tickets, one, I'm going to remind them, if you're holding a ticket, show up, because all these sold out sessions, we haven't gotten to 500 yet. Like a good amount of people do not show up. So please show up. If you really are planning on not showing up, know that there's going to be a recording, give up the damn ticket. Two, if you are not a BIPOC or a first-gen person or an immigrant, child of immigrants, give your ticket up. Like Jolie said, so Jolie, she's in the chat. She is our digital strategy manager. Holler at social email social@heyberna.com if you're like, I really want a ticket, but I haven't gotten one yet. And I'm going to post an IG. Usually people will get on my IG comments too and be like, hey, that's a good point. I want to give up my ticket. Who wants it? And you can just like jump on it from there. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Okay. All right. So this was one that jumped out at me because I'm just like, please don't do this. Somebody is like, should they put their loans on forbearance right now? Please, that is like the last thing. You don't have to put your loan on forbearance. They just gave you 0 payments. Please don't do this. Like, please, it's an automatic, but it's a forbearance without penalties.
Yep.
So don't do it like so. Just, you don't have to do anything if you have private. So make sure your loans qualify. Call your servicers. Make sure they qualify. But other than that, if they qualify, just don't pay them. Stack your money or start paying off your debt or start investing. Yes. Okay.
Agreed.
So I answered that and I'm done.
And I'm done. Oh, because you're hitting dismiss once you're entering.
Yeah.
I was like, where are they all going? Smart.
Answering them live in here so that because it'll tag in the recording so people can go back to their questions.
Okay, learning about Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Graciela.
Graciela.
What does it mean to refinance a student loan? If you have a private student loan, you have an interest rate. It's with a company. You can refinance to lower that rate. There are so much like private companies out there that have super low rates. SoFi, I saw somebody talk about SoFi, is one of those companies, but they change every day. Aya can come in here if she wants to. They change the baby's gonna come.
I'm sorry, I'm so distractible.
Come here. Yeah.
Give me a baby.
But yeah, so a person that has, so you do need okay credit. It doesn't have to be the best, but here she comes.
Somebody in the chat was like, get Berna a baby. I'm like, you stay away from my uterus. I'm an auntie.
There's Aya.
Oh my God. She's what we all need at 5:48 p.m. or 8:48 p.m.
Because
Jolie said the sleeves. Her sleeves. I'm losing you said she's looking at your boobs.
She is. She's looking at my boobs because
eating
like,
time.
Oh
Someone said,
God.
why am I waving like she can see me? For real.
Say hi to everyone. Say hi. Say hi, Aya. Say
hi. Hi, Aya.
Hi.
She's smiling. Zasha said the quarantine outfit on point.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeremy said, what are your financial goals? What are your financial goals, Aya?
What are your financial goals, Aya? Aya's a beast out here. She got heck of money in her 529.
She has money to 529.
Yeah.
She had more money for her college education than I did at now.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly.
Today, back then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so so I'm finished answering that question.
Yes.
Touch on real estate.
And there's a lot of questions.
Okay, no, but I mean, if people want to stay, y'all can go if y'all want to, but I can stay for a while. I'm waiting for my dad to come so we can sing happy birthday to Naima.
She said getting the schmilk.
She's like, yep.
She's like,
yep. Oh, okay. Let me answer this question. What are your thoughts on multi-level marketing? Multi-level marketing is okay she said hi. If you're interested in you have to know it's not about the product that you're selling. It's about recruiting people and getting people buy into this, it's basically like constantly recruiting. So just know what you're getting into. And it's all right. I mean, knock it. A lot of people do it, but a lot of people do it like with this false hope that it's going to create financial freedom. And usually it's a lot more work than if you were just to create something on your own and do your own hustle and be your own company. So
yeah, true. I also want to encourage, please don't push too hard on your middle school friends on Facebook to join your MLM. Please don't do it.
People get pretty aggressive about it.
Yes. Simone just said, MLMs are nuts. I follow one girl, she talks about it all the time, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I think there's probably a way to do an MLM in a responsible and not aggressive way that doesn't make me feel right. Aya knows about this non-aggressive MLM life.
Yes.
Gotta do to get money, but let's chill on it.
Woo, that credit score, that's crazy. Also, self-lender. If you guys are worried about your credit, self-lender is the lick to get your credit score up. So that sounds like Tally is too. So, all right.
Could I suggest a question that's at the very bottom, just because I don't want to miss it? But it's way at the bottom. It said, where'd it go? Oh, so Anonymous said, I'm a freshman in college. Any advice for people taking out loans for the first time? I'm like, oh, help the babies. Help the babies.
Listen, this is what I, yes, Primerica is the MLM. This is what I always suggest for people going in college. There is hella free money out there. Hella free money. The thing is that you're hit over the head with all these loans, like it's your only option, but there is so much free money out there. Take advantage of that. I know people that have not only paid for their college, but like have multi six figures in the bank because of scholarships and stuff out there. So, for example, if I was to go back to school right now, I could go back to school as a nurse and make the same amount of money as I do by going through a community college, which I can pay for in cash or have somebody pay for me. And then I can, what was I gonna say? So, and then when I get into a job, once I get my degree, then if I wanted to accelerate my career, my employee will pay for it. So try to find jobs like that. I think people like, first of all, what are you going to school for? A lot of people go to, okay, I don't know about you, Berna, but for me, like, because I'm from West Oakland, everybody is like going to school is like the end all be all. And you know, it's just like pushed on you, like you have to get these degrees. And a lot of times with these degrees, and we know what we want to do, so we end up wasting hella time and hella money. Yeah. I think like even this situation should open up your eyes to the fact that there are so many other ways to acquire knowledge that's not through formal education. Yes, and also do work study and on-campus jobs. Then you can, she's
right. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, but yeah, do what you can afford right now. Okay, and if you have to take out debt, take out as little debt as possible. Have a plan to pay it back as soon as possible, or go into a job that you know is going to pay back your debt.
Yeah, so, and I would also say like try to avoid private owned loans if possible.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
like
try to avoid private loans.
I wish somebody told me that, because I was just like, all the damn loans. So Naseema and I both went to USC, University of Spoiled Children, right? I mean, I was there on half scholarship and then got grants and loans for the rest of the half. Yeah. So like, I not rich, obviously, like had to make up for it. And I wish somebody told me to look out for the differences. That's what I'm saying. I wish someone got on the mic like Aya and said what Aya just said, which I will translate. Berna, figure out the difference between a federal loan and a private loan. Like overall federal loans, the interest rates are usually locked in and determined by the federal government. Private loans is kind of the Wild West. Like it's basically like getting a loan from like random Mr. Moneybags, and he sets the rules, he sets the interest rates. If there is any kind of, if you want to get into any kind of like loan forgiveness, or like what the times we're in now where we're able to defer our loans, private loans are not necessarily part of that. Like you might still have to pay back all these private loan things. They're not part of forgiveness. They're not part of like federal forgiveness or deferment programs. It's like borrowing shady money from a rich friend, truly. So that's my biggest piece of advice too, is
another thing is, we keep on talking about USC, like is like, you know, it's hella expensive, right? But guess what? Schools like USC, schools like Yale, all these like elite schools, now they have free programming, by the way. Did you catch that? It's hella Ivy League schools giving away free school, number one. Number two, these schools got money. They got endowments. Guess what? I was raised by a single dad. So all my debt, that debt that you see, did not come from my 6 years at 6 years at USC. Yes, it did not. it came from when I went back to school for nursing school. I probably, we banging out here, yes. I probably, for 6 years, I had $40,000 in student loans from USC, which was easily $40,000 a year when I went there. And that's because they have huge endowments. I got hella grant money, and I got a full scholarship for graduate school. It was only when I went to the bootleg state school to get my nursing degree that I had to take out hella student loans. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, and ask for more. I remember being at USC and someone was just like, I think I looked at my financial aid package and I was like, fine, that's fine. And somebody was like, why don't you just ask for more? I was like,
yeah,
they gave me what I got. They're like, just
just
for
go
more.
Ask. Yeah,
and so I did. So you like write a letter, and then you might have to provide like bank statements or whatever. I just asked for more, and they gave me more in grants. And I was like,
yeah, in grants. So that happened to me because my dad, they was like, oh, you have to pay this amount of money. My dad said, I ain't got it. And go tell him I ain't got it. Yeah. And I said, my daddy said he ain't got it. And they was like, okay. And then next thing I know, all my grants was wiped out. With all filled that gap that he was supposed to pay. So my degrees are in public policy and management with an emphasis in healthcare, ambulatory healthcare administration. Then my master's is in healthcare administration. And then my other master's is in nursing. I am actually a family nurse practitioner.
She said degrees on degrees on degrees on degrees on degrees on degrees.
Yes.
I gotta check. We're creeping up towards 6 o'clock. I gotta double check and make sure that we still have the Zoom room for up to 2 hours. I don't know. Do you want to wrap up questions? Do you want to keep going? How do you feel?
I'm good. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are life. I love this. So
what I want to do is
I can stay around for however long.
Yeah, up to you. I mean, I could extend the time. I really gotta pee. But what I might do,
you can pee.
I might actually end the recording if possible.
Okay.
Just because it's gonna be a really fatty fat file. The file is going to be huge. And so just to wrap up the recording, and then what I might do is just extend the time and let you guys hang out here for another like however long you want to, but it'll be sort of after hours. Then I'm also going to go pee. So just to end up just end the recording, I'm going to say thank you to everybody watching. Thank you to everybody who came here. Thank you to all of you who showed up, and most of all, giant a million zillion jillion thank yous to Naseema, who, as you can see, whole mom out here. What was that? Oh, the last giveaway. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't want to record this.
Oh yeah.
So grand prize. Thank you for reminding me. My God.
So guess what, you guys? So you may or may not know, but I do coaching, and I have a phenomenal group coaching program, which I do calls like this twice a month. And I actually every day this month I've been in my group sharing and helping people, and it's a platform. It's 6 modules that live in Teachable, but in the Facebook group I'm there every day. Go Pete, you can go. Oh well, you probably want to hear it.
Wait, I do want to hear it. I need to extend the Zoom room so it don't get kicked out. But thank you for looking up for my bladder.
Yeah. But that program is $1,000, and I am giving someone here a seat in my program. So if anybody wants to be in my program for free, $99, then so that's $1,000 value. So if you think $50 was something, I'm giving you $1,000 and a lifetime of knowledge. Because if you teach somebody to fish, guess what? They can feed their families forever. So that's what I love to do, right? So I'm trying to look at this little girl because she's like stole some chips and ran off. So I told you, like, I'm all about the woo, and I'm all about who you are being, right? Who are you showing up as? Are you that person that thinks that once I make $100,000 a year, or once I get X, Y, and Z job, then I can do what I want to do with my money? Or are you the person that is just out here trying to get it and knows that it's going to fall into place? Like everything is going to align for you. I want this ladder. I want the ladder person. And I want you to tell me who you are being, who are dedicated to being, after hearing all these wonderful presentations, who are you dedicated to being so that you can live your best life entirely? Entirely. Not just for your money, but have everything that you deserve in life.
Who are you
Yes.
dedicated to being? That's so you want people to write it in the
Yes.
chat.
Who are you dedicated to being? Who are you going to show up as?
Cool.
Yes.
Writing in the chat.
Yes.
Who
Love
are you
it.
dedicated to being? While you do that, I'm gonna pee.
I'm gonna go ahead,
And
P.
I'm gonna pee. And we have the room for, I put
Yes.
like hella more hours. So I'm not that we're gonna be here for hella more hours, but
Okay.
just saying we don't have to worry about getting kicked out. Okay, BRB.
Awesome. All right. Who are you guys dedicated to being? Who are you going to show up as? Not enough characters for all of this. I know. But I really want you guys to think about it. I really want you guys to think about, we all have so many opportunities. Yes. I love it. Yes. And just to give you guys like a brief example, right? Like in my business, I need to show up every day as a 7-figure digital entrepreneur. Okay. I need to show up and make decisions like I am the person that is already making $1 million+ a year. That's how I need to show up. That's how I need to make decisions. That's how I make my hiring decisions. That's how I just give out money. You know, that's how I show up every day. Okay. When I think about like homeschooling my daughter, before I start, I need to show up as the kind of person that doesn't kill their kids. Just to put a little humor in there, because this shit is real. Okay. That's, you know, so, oh my God, I love all of this. Okay, we're going to have to go through these. Woo. So, yes. We're getting some amazing answers.
I'm so excited. I am dedicated
I
to you.
would let my daughter pick if she could read that fast, but it would take her all day to read all of these. So guess what, Berna? I'm going to let you pick the winner.
Oh my gosh. Do I do it randomly? Do I do the best answer?
We could do it randomly. Yeah, go ahead. Do what you want to do.
I'm going to have to do it randomly because I can't judge people for like better like desire to be something else. I'm not going to be like, well, you want to be a princess, but you want to be a queen. So great. So I'm going to give it like 20 more seconds for you all to write out what you're dedicated to being. I'm going to make sure that at least I'm not picking one that's just like, I'm dedicated to being eggs. I'm going to make sure that, you know what I mean? I don't want any cheaters. I'm going to make sure at least it's a substantial answer, but I'm not going to look at the content of the answer because I don't want to be judging people. So I'm going to give it another 20 seconds and we're going to watch a baby dance. Watch a baby. Yes. Sleeves is back. Sleeves is back. Hey, sleeves is back. Hey, Aya, go Aya, go Aya, go Aya. Can she see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She's
can
laughing.
she see SpongeBob? Go Aya, go Aya, go Aya. Go. She's like, what do you want? Aya, go Aya. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick. Oh, hello, Naima. How are you? She's like, what about me? What about me? She has too much attention. What about me? Okay. I am now going to pick a human. I'm gonna scroll. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Okay, I'm still getting some new messages. I'm gonna scroll up and then I'm gonna scroll back down and I'm just gonna pick. Ready? Let me see wherever the stories start and then I'm gonna start going. Okay, ready? Oh, it's moving. I think that my Zoom chat has gone crazy. It's not moving anymore. You guys still see me, right? You still hear me? Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna pick randomly this person. This is Anna Laura Castroval, and I can't see the rest of your name. Anna Laura. I just picked Anna Laura, and Anna Laura's answer. My Zoom is so angry at me right now. It says, I am dedicated to being my best whole self. I'm committed to invest in myself, invest in my community, give back to all those around me. to continue to follow my dreams and never quit, to continue being the hustler of my hood of East Oakland. Showed me somebody from East Oakland.
Hey.
That makes me so okay. Anna Laura. Okay, good. Anna Laura got the message.
Girl, you probably down the street, girl. Come by Golf Links and get your login, girl.
Oakland. That makes me so happy. Okay, should Anna Laura DM you, email you?
Yeah, send me a DM and tell me that you won the course, Anna Laura.
Let's go, Naeema. Let's go.
And I'll
Naeema.
send you the
Let's go.
link to have immediate access, boo. Probably not tonight. I'm probably, you know what? Honestly, I'm probably not sending anybody anything tonight because I really got to focus on my baby for the rest of the day.
I know. Let's let you go. It's your baby's birthday. Oh, can everybody please blow a kiss to Naeema together with me? Mwah. Oh, she gave me a little one. She's like, I gave you enough already. Just one for you. Just one.
This
Oh, we
one.
got more.
By the way, I'm drinking soursop juice. If any of you guys know about what soursop is, but my baby is killing it right now. It's not. Yeah.
Baby friendly. Okay. Now we can officially wrap this up. Unless I don't know. No, Nissy, you should go.
Answer questions. I'm just not gonna do all that.
Baby life. Baby life. Baby life. Baby life. Baby life. Baby life. Baby life.
At the table.
Y'all, folks, you are welcome to stay. She's gonna answer a few more questions, but I need to let you breathe because it is your baby's birthday. So let's say 2 more questions. How do you feel about that?
Okay, 2 more questions, and this is a good one because Camila says, "I'm stressed out. All of this information is really overwhelming. Where do I start?" Start by first of all, start by what is your goal? Who do you see yourself as? What do you want to be? Okay, that's where you need to start. After that, list out everything that you have. Sorry, y'all saw a nipple. List out all of your debt, just how much money. She's just showing everybody everything. Sorry. List out everything that you owe. Call everybody you owe money to and see if you can work something out and start stacking. Yes. Free the nipple, honey. She's trying to show the world and why she don't get mad. You want to see an angry baby? She's cute, right?
She's pissed. She's pissed now.
Aya.
Oh.
Aya.
Big sister time. We're fighting now. We're fighting.
Whining. It's not necessary.
Did you say it's not necessary? Oh my God, every day just gets better. Every workshop.
Okay.
I'm stressed out. That's right. Naeem, you said
okay. So, in preparing, this is a quick one and I'll answer one more. So preparing 3 months of savings, what expenses should be included? All those expenses that you did not cut out should be included. So all your necessary expenses, only your necessary expenses, 3 months of those expenses. Okay.
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
a quick one. And one more. Dang, there's heck of them now. Oh, there's only 11, and then all of a sudden there's a million.
That question's coming down.
No.
Sonny.
Are there post-college scholarships? Girl, it's called a job.
Oh man. Well, I mean, but what you could do is look into individual relief and small business relief. I've been seeing a lot of collectives create funds, funds for nurses, basically it's community funds for artists, funds for freelance writers. Be on the lookout for community and collective funds like that. I feel like the resource list from Broke Millennial and from my friend Angelia Trinidad Passion Planner, they put together, I'll drop the links, but they put together these big resource lists, and I would bet you that the links to those collectives are out there, and those are essentially community loans for adults after graduation. And these are things that are typically funded by the community, so people are just pooling their money, and then you sort of apply to say why you need that money. And these funds are typically kind of categorized by I'm an artist, I am a nurse, I am I'm a service worker. But I'll drop the links to those things in the chat, because I wish there were just life scholarships.
Right.
Are we all learners? If I'm a learner, don't I get a scholarship?
Somebody anonymous asked, what's the benefit of an income-based repayment on student loans? It's if you're not on an income-based repayment program, you probably won't qualify for this forgiveness that the government is offering. So make sure your loan is on the right kind of plan. So that's why. Oh, also, this is what I forgot to share. This is super important. Sorry for anybody that missed this. Anytime you're going through a financial hardship, anytime, and you have federal student loans, there is a button where you can go on their website and apply and say, I'm going through a financial hardship, and they will adjust your payment to meet that. So you don't necessarily have to do a forbearance. They will adjust your payment to meet that, and that payment will probably last for a while before they ask you for income documents to adjust it. So take advantage of that. And then this is another one I'll answer really quickly. Do you know if you're able to refinance a mortgage the same as a student loan? I don't think that there's zero interest. Student loans, you can refinance your mortgage. I mean, there's not zero interest mortgages, refinances, but you can refinance your mortgage. Be very diligent about refinance. Make sure that you are asking about the fees, because they do have unnecessary fees, and shop around, because there's a lot of companies out here that are doing awesome refinances. So shop around and make sure they're not just tacking on hella fees at the end. And then I'll answer one more question. I'm a senior in college now, and should I start to pay the loans also? She loved today, Jacqueline. If you're no, don't pay your student loans unless you need to. Start stacking your money. Make sure you got a job lined up. You have some time, even after you get out of college, you have a 6-month window to prepare for those loans. If you do want to kind of get ahead, and some of those outside of this time, those loans do accumulate interest. If you want to pay the interest on it so it doesn't accumulate, you can do that, but that would be the very most that I would do until you figure out where you're working and get a plan around how you're going to pay off your loans. And if you have $100,000 and more in student loans, I'm again gonna plug Travis at Student Loan Planner. I think he has like plans for like $700 where he will walk you through, and he knows, like, he's like basically a lobbyist for student loans, so he knows everything that there is about student loans. So I would talk to him, because he can hook you up, and he knows all the payments, all the programs. He'll keep you up to date with what new legislation comes out. Like, that's my go-to place for student loans. And yes, hi,
cool. There's some people in the comments as well. I know, like, our digital strategy manager Jolie was like, yes, basically, like, it's not impossible to pay off student loans while you are still in school, but like Naseema is saying, and also like I see Julie in the comments as well, that there are things you should take care of before you start throwing your money at student loans, like getting our emergency fund together, for sure. If this is teaching us anything, like, no matter what age you are, you should have an emergency fund, especially if you're, I mean, I wish, God, if I had an emergency fund as a student, the anxiety would have gone all the way down. Right. And then also high interest debt. If you are one of those many college students who signed up for a credit card because they offered you a sweater or some shit like that, or just like, that sounds fun, what's a credit, or Frisbee, what's a credit card? Get rid of that high interest debt first. But it is, if you can spare the money, if all of your essentials, like your financial mask is on, you got all your oxygen, all the essentials are done. Oftentimes when you pay off student loans while you're still undergrad, you're not accumulating interest, and interest is what kills for a bad day. So it just goes straight to the principal, which, like, it's a golden time in your life. It's almost never going to happen again. So it could be smart, but there's stuff to take care of first.
I would definitely also, like, coming out of college and getting your first job, hella prioritize investing, even if it's just a little bit. Try to start and it gradually increase 1, 2, 3, 4, minimum 10. Well, I would do a minimum of 10%, but you know, that's me. Investing right now while you don't have a lot of expenses, and you ain't got expensive ass kids, you know, and like a whole house in the Bay Area or something, you know, like, invest early. So
Julie's in the comments, investing Latina's like, yes, invest.
Early and often, right, girl? It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. Okay, people that start in their 20s, even if they're just this fool just said,
It's a, delish, Mom. Thanks. Cutest thing I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
we need to get you to your daughter's birthday now.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap this up. Again, for the
Okay,
zillionth
guys.
time and forever and ever and ever and ever. Thank you so much, Naseema. She said, you think you're done? I'm not done. That please, everybody in the chat, please throw all of your thanks to Naseema, all the love. Before we go, Naseema, what's the best way to support you? Is it that we want to book
Aw.
consulting? Is that you want to drop your Venmo? Do you want
Aw.
more follows on a certain thing? Like, you have to tell us how to support you because you've given us so much.
You guys, the I is about to sing a song.
The
The best way to support me is really, I mean, like my daughter, just tell your kids, like, tell all the kids to like my daughter's TikTok videos. And then other than that, any nurses that you know, or anybody that wants to get into nursing or in the medical field at all, please make sure that they are subscribed to the Nurses on Fire podcast, or y'all just hit subscribe. Just, I need more subscribers there. Follow me at Financially Intentional.
And what else, Aya? What else, Aya? What you got, girl?
If you guys want to donate to my daughter's college fund, her college backer. No, I'm not going to drop that link. No, I don't.
Why not? We got mamas out here trying to support you.
Hey, if you want to send $5 to her little college fund account,
Drop the link.
Yeah.
Drop the link.
I know, I gotta find it.
That would be fantastic. For all of y'all who have stuck with us, there's a solid 66 people who are still here. Now that it's happy hour at this point. Now we're just like, Aya had her drink. I'm gonna go find my drink too, right after this. But
let me see. Let me find the Spotify link for Nurses on Fire.
I think Yuli just put it in there. Investing.
Oh, Yuli! I'm trying to steal Yuli. Yuli ain't messing with me.
But
Yuli
just to remind everybody, Yuli is so amazing. Again, if Julie, as she is the teacher from last night's investing workshop. But just a reminder for everybody, yes, we are ending the recording. Shoot. We are going to be, she's not here. She's crazy. It's happy hour. We're ending the recording. I'm going to be sending it to Naseema soon, and then we're going to be uploading it very soon. Just keep on the email list, keep updated. I'll let you know when it goes up. And tomorrow is our last HellaHelpful workshop for a little while. It is about virtual work, online work. Everybody here who's like, what else can I do? How do I stack more money to attack my debt? Because that is honestly the most efficient way to attack your debt, is to earn more. Vanessa got you. Tomorrow, same time, 4:00. And if you don't have a ticket yet, email social@heyberna.com. Social@heyberna.com. Social@heyberna.com.
That's the wrong link, by the way. Hold on.
No, not that one. Not the college backer.
No, it's just I put Aya's link there because hold on.
She needs money too.
Because it's the same thing.
I love
just
that.
Put it in there. That's the easiest one.
Finding the Aya. Hands up, Aya. What up, girl? What up, girl? We're all full. She had dinner. That's the one?
That's the
Aya.
one.
Perfect. Okay. If you want to support Naseema, please donate to Aya's collegebacker.com account, which will put homegirl in school, USC, definitely, obviously. And obviously is going to be another Trojan. For now, okay, I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to end the meeting. Thank you to everyone. I'm going to save the chat too, Naseema, so that you, okay, I'm saving the chat so that you can see it. And I will see you. Hi, BB.
Bye.
And we will see all of you hopefully tomorrow or on the next installment of HellaHelpful, which will come once I get my brain back on, for sure.
Yes.
Bye, Naseema.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Happy birthday to Naima.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.